Just ignore him, okay? It's like, it's only going to the people that are teaching my class when they're at Granite.
Does Corey have to do this?
What?
Does Corey have to do this?
Yeah, I mean, I'll give you mine. Okay. All right.
I'm gonna pay him?
Yeah.
It's not fair.
Okay, here we go. We've got a lot to get through today. In my last class, we just got through it barely, so let's take focus today so we can get through this, okay? So on Thursday and Friday, we kind of went over a couple of different things. You're not gonna write any of this down, so your pencils just don't move them, but I want you guys to go over, do you guys remember what a subject is in a sentence?
Yeah.
Yes.
What's a subject? Keanu?
It's like the person, like, noun in a sentence.
Excellent, the main thing that it's about. Good. Noun, person, something like that. And then who remembers what the predicate is? London?
It's like what the subject is doing.
Good. Yeah, what
Would
it
it
does.
also be a verb?
It is often a verb. Yes, it is a verb. Good job. And then you guys talked, we did this a lot in the vocabulary. It was mainly about fragments. Who remembers what a fragment is? Molly? An unfinished sentence. Excellent. And then the last one, and I don't feel like the vocabulary we did went over this as well as some of the other parts, but what is a clause? Hendrix, you got it.
Subject and predicate.
Good, a subject and a predicate. Good. So you didn't remember clause, we're going to use the word clause a lot today. So clause is a subject, which is what the sentence is about. You guys already said that. And the predicate, which is what the thing in the subject does in the sentence. All right? So if I say the hat is red, what's the subject of that sentence? The hat. And then what's the predicate? Is red. Awesome. So even if not much is happening, that's still what the subject is. Okay, sorry. All that. So, you have one? Okay, great. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make little flashcards because today. Oh yeah, Lynn.
Is the clause kind of like the finished sentence?
It is. But we're gonna go over a couple of different kinds of clauses because remember, there's the dependent clause and the independent clause. Do you remember that? Okay. So we've got the dependent clause and the independent clause, and we're gonna talk a little bit more about them. Derek and Ashton. So first, we're going to go over 4 different types of sentences, and in those, we're gonna review those clauses. Okay. So the first one so these are flashcards, okay? So I'm going to follow along with you guys. But on the yellow, you're gonna make your flashcard for simple sentence. So on this side, you're gonna write simple sentence, and that's all that's gonna get written there, okay? So I'm gonna write it in orange, which is like yellow that'll show up. So simple sentence,
Do we
okay?
write like hamburgers or hot dogs?
However you want your flashcard to be. I'm writing mine this way.
Horizontal landscape, sorry.
That's the way that I like
Okay.
better, works better for me. So yours is gonna look like this. It can be tiny, it can be big in the middle, because this is gonna be like a flashcard.
Oh, is that all right? I like it.
That's all you're writing on this side of the paper. Mine's gonna bleed through a little bit because it's a Sharpie, so. But your guys' probably won't. Just gonna get big, you can add bubble letters as long as you don't take too much time so you can stay with the class. Alright? Good job. Simple sentence. Awesome. So a simple sentence is going to be kind of what London just said, just a regular clause. And if it's just a regular clause, what does a clause have in it?
Subject and predicate.
Subject and predicate. Awesome. So a simple sentence, now you're going to flip it over onto the other side, right, because it's a flashcard. And on this part, you're going to write what I'm going to write on the board. You're going to write subject plus predicate.
On the next page?
On the other side of the yellow, so that it's going to make a flashcard for you. I'm going to write mine in like with a bleed through for Corey, our wonderful foamer. Subject plus predicate. Now this is the kind of sentence that if you guys were in first grade, or when if you guys have any first grade siblings or something, when they're like, how do I write a sentence? You're like, oh, it's easy. And you just have a subject and a predicate. But you don't use those words because they're probably a little too advanced for a first grader. But essentially, this is the kind of sentence that we would start writing in first grade, right? It's simple. There's not a ton to it. Who can give me an example of a simple sentence? Megan.
I walked the mall today.
Did you say I walked to the mall? I walked my dog. Awesome. Today, and that's great. So I'm going to have you guys put an example. I walked my dog today.
I ate that.
Where's the subject of this sentence? I'm gonna call it, and where's the predicate?
Walked my dog.
Good, predicate. So I'm gonna underline those, and I'm gonna put at least one example in my flashcard so that if I forget, I can remember. I walked my dog. And I'm just gonna add I walked my dog because I got a little lazy, didn't want to write it all down twice. So now my other side of the flashcard looks like this. It tells me what it is, and it gives me at least one example. Does anyone have another example of a simple sentence? Yeah, Sarah?
The girl's hair is green.
The girl's hair is green. Love it. The girl would be the subject. Actually, the girl's hair would be the subject. Is green is the predicate. Nice. All right. Okay, any others? Someone else. Hayden, do you have your hand up? What's yours?
I ate a pig today.
I ate a pig today. Yum. Good protein. Okay. Hendrix.
I ate my dog.
Excellent protein as well. Okay. I think you guys got the simple sentence, okay? Hey. What's it? Okay. So now we're gonna go on to the blue one, okay? Simple sentence. You guys have it written down. If you guys have it written down, let's put our pencils down so I can tell that we're ready to go on. Can I erase this?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna write the next part in blue, and we're gonna do the next section, which is going to be our next type of sentence, and I need to look at my notes to make sure I don't mess anything up. Okay. It's gonna get a little bit more complicated than that, right? We started off with simple, it's getting one more step complicated. This one's going to be called a compound sentence. Okay, so on one side of your flashcard, you're gonna write compound sentence. I'll show you on mine as an example in just a moment.
On the blue one?
On the blue one, yes. So now I'm writing compound sentence. Yeah, Ashley. Yeah, just grab here. I'll just give you a sharpened one for right now so that we don't have that.
Pass it through.
Okay, compound sentence. Do you guys have that written down on one side? Awesome. Then let's flip over to the other side of your flashcard. Okay, it's right there.
It's just called wrong.
Compound. Do you guys know what the word compound means?
Yeah.
It's like when you stick, yeah, smash two things together, okay? So we're gonna have to combine two things together. All right. So this one, we do need a couple of vocabulary words in this one, okay? They might be reviews for some of you. They might not. Either way, don't worry about it, okay? We'll work through it together, okay? This sentence has a coordinating conjunction. Who remembers what a coordinating conjunction is? Is that review for anyone?
Wait, I kind of forgot what it is.
It might once I write down this. FANBOYS.
Yes.
Now it's a little bit more familiar. So coordinating conjunction, when something's coordinating, it's going together, right? If you're coordinated, your body parts are working together, you don't trip and fall. Conjunction is like conjunction.
Conjunction from schoolhouse rock.
Exactly, that's what I always think of too. So coordinating conjunction is like a word that coordinates two sentences and brings them together, right?
Did we watch the Schoolhouse Rock video?
I wish.
We
write the fan.
Yeah, so you guys are gonna write this whole thing down. Sorry, I haven't written it on my thing
the
yet.
backside or in the
On the back side, on the flashcard side.
Fanboys.
All right, fanboys. Does anyone remember what any of the letters of the fanboy mean?
I
Tessa?
never learned this.
For,
I
and,
never learned this either.
nor, but, or, yet, so. Okay, I know. If this isn't a review, don't worry. We're gonna go over it a little bit more. So those are the coordinating conjunctions. Meaning, now they gave a big word for words that you're like, those are tiny words. Like, why did they give such a big double-worded word for something so simple? But it's just two words that bring a sentence together and kind of are gonna like change the way it means, okay? After this blue one, Corey, you could stop filming. You've been doing it. Coordinating conjunctions. So what we need is two clauses, and then one of the clauses is gonna bring the other clause together with a coordinating conjunction. So for example, We could do something like, let's see. What were the simple sentences that we just used on the last one?
I walked my dog after,
and my cat.
after
I ate my dog.
After I ate my dog.
I walked my dog.
After I ate my dog.
That doesn't quite make sense to me.
I walked
So
my
I
dog.
walked my dog. That's got a subject and a predicate. We need another sentence that has a subject and a predicate. Tyson.
I went to the park.
I went to the park. So we've got two clauses, and we're going to combine them with one of these words. And is the one that I'll choose right now. We need to add a comma there. I walked my dog, comma, and I went to the park. All right? So a compound sentence is two independent clauses. Independent clauses compounded or combined. I'm going to say compounded so that it helps me remember which one compounded is. Compounded with a coordinating conjunction. Okay?
Right now.
Yeah, and I want you guys to write this stuff down. So I'm going to now copy it all on this one because I'm going to give this one to Corey. Coordinating